Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to try to solve a problem because I know everybody hates playing against those black decks and losing to Invoke Despair, and one of the ways you do this is by gaining life. And that reminded me that we actually had a life drained cleric deck earlier in the season. Said, what if we built one that was just using the things we've learned throughout the season and better targeted to the metagame? Can we make Lifegain Clerics work for the late season? And actually, I think we got there. So let's go take a look at what Lifegain Clerics looks like and what you should be playing if you want to stay ahead of those Invoke Despairs. Right, as always, if you'd like to support the channel, you want to get your deck submitted, you want to get some extra content, be sure to hit that join button down below. And if you want to protect all your gear, whether that's magic cards, sports cards, comic books, whatever, check out ultrapro.com/PowrDragn. Use promo code PowrDragn. You'll save 5% at checkout, and they'll support me here on the channel. All right, so not going to be a lot of surprises in this deck list. It's going to be mostly what you expect, just a few tweaks here or there. So we're going with 4 Lunarch Veteran, again, just gaining that life. And the byproduct of trying to keep your life total high against stuff like Invoke Despair means you're actually going to be able to outrace like the mono red decks and mono green, stuff like that. Anyway, this is also a good card because it can come over the top as a flyer after you play the Disturb cost. We've got 2 Destroy Evil, this card showing up everywhere, no surprise. We're trying out 1 Phyrexian Missionary as just a late game draw that we can get something back out of the yard. Obviously, if we're gaining life, we're going to go with Voice of the Blessed because that's awesome. 3 Infernal Grasp, just because we got to have some other removal other than just the Destroy Evil. Shadowrite Priest, we love it. Also using its ability, we're putting a couple things on the upper end that we could go get out of the library. Trying 3 Elesil Core, again gaining the life, but also late in the game, if your opponent's low enough, you can attack with everything, and then when stuff dies, this is going to trigger. So there's a chance it just ends up being a finisher sometimes as well. Anointed Peacekeeper, this card's just so good. Honestly, I feel like every time I play this card, I feel like I don't play it enough. Every time I play it, I feel like I'm reminded about how good it is. But this card, it's good in so many situations. If you slip this through, it can slow down sweepers, it can slow down your opponent's counters, just the knowledge you get, right? Even if you don't stop an appropriate card, you get to know what's in the opponent's hand and can play around it. So, really, really good card. Playing 2 Inspiring Overseer. Again, a little bit of life game, but this also does draw cards, which is kind of nice. We've got 3 Wedding Announcement, just as a way to just pump our team, get some extra tokens. Obviously, we like everything about this card. We're going to try out 2 Markov Purifier, because if we're gaining life, we get to draw cards, which help us find our removal or our other big finishers, so why not? Then we have Sarah Paragon, because we can cast nearly everything in the deck out of the graveyard if we have a Paragon. And then Wandering Emperor. We're playing a couple of these because they're just damn good. Giving stuff first strike might come up more often even than exiling stuff, especially if we end up being the aggressor a lot, but we don't mind that at all. Even in a pinch, just making 2/2s is going to be fine. Then the 2 things we can go search for with the Shadowrite Priest are going to be Liza, Forgotten Archangel, for obvious reasons. It's flying, it's lifelink, we can get our stuff back, reuse stuff. You can even reset an Anointed Peacekeeper as an example, which is pretty cool. And we have Toxtrol the Corrosive. If we get this out, this kind of ends the opponents a lot of times if they're just stalling. Honestly, it's actually not bad if you can trick one of these into play against the blue decks even. That's actually really nice. It just shrinks their creatures down enough to cause a lot of problems. And it's a big body. It's 7/7, right? Now, we don't ever want to draw them. If we do, it's just unfortunate. But we got to deal with what we got to deal with. Lands, we've got Naiganjo, 8 Plains, 2 Swamp, 1 Takenuma, 4 Caves of Koilos, 3 Shattered Sanctum, 3 Secluded Courtyard. More often than not, going to be calling Cleric with this, and it should be fine. So yeah, that's the deck. We're going to go ahead and play some games like always, and y'all know the drill. At the end of the video, catch up with me, and we'll see if we want to change anything, if we learned anything, and we'll have a fun card spotlight for you. So, see you on the other side. Okay, here's an interesting thing. We're going to keep this, but the problem is that you don't really like playing this on turn 2 because if it eats a bullet, which it often will, you lose a lot of power later, which kind of sucks, but we also sort of kind of have to do it because that's all we have. It would have been nice to have that turn 1. Yeah, I guess we're still just going to go for it, though. Only other play I would have considered is leaving mana up to try to shoot something during their end step. And then open up a play for us on next turn. They've got blue mana here. Let's go ahead and just attack, because if they have a kill card, they're going to kill this anyway, and there's nothing we can do about it. Okay. Don't want to run Peacekeeper out just yet. Okay, it looks like they do have some type of counter. So if they have it, this is where we'll see it. Yep, there's the make disappear. Though not mad at that. Kind of expected it, so... You know, got to take it for what it is. Alright, so they have their own Lunarch Veteran. And a Spirited Companion, okay. Other than being Bant colors, I don't really know where this is going, so now's a great time to play this. Oh, Broker's Ascendancy, huh? Oh, that's a thing. And I do not have my card to deal with that. Okay, well. Ooh, boy, oh boy. I guess on the plus side, if we attack here with this and the opponent trades, they don't have anything to put counters on. Yeah, I didn't think they'd block. I mean, our only trick now is going to be to try to just do enough damage, play this other one, make our stuff big enough, come over with a flyer maybe. Like, we have some possible outs, but it does mean that next turn they're pretty much going to get to play Broker's Ascendancy. Because they will have the 5 mana. But nothing else here, so shields are down for us to do whatever we think we need to do. Which is pretty key. We're just going to call Cleric. I think our plan is going to be play this, attack, shoot something. I mean, get in all the damage we can right now. Oh, they're just blocking. Uh-oh. This may not go the way we wanted. I was assuming maybe block with 1, but uh-oh. Is there a sweeper coming? Yep, that's exactly what it is. Gosh dang it. That hurt. Alright. They did remove graveyards as well, so they don't get to play their Lunarch Veteran. So now we just have to hope they don't have creatures and Ascendancy. They did, though. That sucks for us. Okay. Oh, that's not so bad, though. Okay, let's play this. Also not terrible. Problem is, I don't know if we're going to be able to do enough fast enough to outpace them gaining life and growing creatures. Though Wandering Emperor does get to do a little bit of something here. So if they attack with that, we get to exile it. The problem I have with killing it is they eventually get to make a flyer that's going to outpace the size of our flyer. So the top card, if it's a Planeswalker, reveal it and put it in your hand. Is it a Planeswalker? They were not, and all 4 are going to the bottom. Wow. That's interesting. That we will try to kill. No doubt. Okay, we're still going to attack for 2 in the air. I think we go ahead and play this. Alright. You may play a Planeswalker with mana value 6 or less from your hand onto the battlefield. Do they have it? They don't. They're going to go look for one, though. Oh, they already let that resolve, so never mind. And they put those on the... Wow, they put 6 cards on the bottom, except for this Paragon. Very interesting. Alright. I'm going to kill a Paragon, because we do not want flying blockers. That is for sure. That is bad for business, as they say. Alright, at this point, I think I'm going to attack with everything, and if they try to block Ellis, we go ahead and first strike it. Because with the opponent being at 15, they're going to take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at worst. So, yeah, we're into it. They made the smart block. Nope. That's the bad block.
I've learned much during my travels.
All right.
Strike fast and strike hard.
All right, let's see what they got. That'll do it. Whew, good one. We get to go first. This is... it's all right. We don't really have anything on turn 2, but after that, it's kind of okay. It's alright, we'll just top deck something here to play on too, right? That's the goal. We have enough things. Here it comes. Okay, I lied. It didn't get there at all. I'm half willing to attack here, but I'm going to pass. I feel like we could have gotten away with an attack there, because we're not going to block here. And I hate having creature not attack or block and get, like, no value out of it. Like, even here, we'd be blocking just to get them to spin the mana. So, whatever. Missionary. Okay. Let's go ahead and run this out, because I don't know what the opponent's up to here. Got some Phyrexians, wedding announcements. Ooh, wedding announcements. Liliana. Oof, oof, oof. Alright, this is going to be a tough game. Yeah, no attacks, obviously. The only good news is they didn't have... Okay, never mind. They just drew it. I was going to say they didn't have the mana, but they found it. So now I'm assuming it's Liliana time. Though they could just play the sleeper and make us each sack a thing. Which is fine, because I'm sacking this. Like, there's zero chance it's going to be anything else, since I can play that out of the yard. Ooh. This is particularly kind of interesting because let's say they play Liliana to get us to sacrifice a thing. We could actually flash in Wandering Emperor. Is that worth it, though? I think I'm just going to go with this. No need to get too flashy here. Don't make the opponent's life easy. And then we'll attack next turn with the Wandering Emperor up, since we have a Vigilance creature.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when we win.
Alright, sack a token.
One of your friends has to leave.
That is alright, but I gotta get some more of our life gainers into play. Alright, going into Liliana. And we'll throw this down. Counter up.
And I have got new moves to teach you.
Alright. That wasn't too bad. They gain a life. Okay, things are starting to look pretty good. I mean, they still can't play either of their wedding announcements because of the Peacekeeper. So they could just run out another missionary if they just want to block. Discard, discard, discard. I think it has to be this, sadly, even though it gets us a card. I think just having straight up lifelink when we have the Voice of the Blessed is a big deal. If we were to find an untapped land, which we didn't. Okay, well, that is what it is. Let's... We obviously want to attack Liliana. If we attack with both, they get to gain life. Alright, fine. Fine. Yeah, I assume that was the case.
Sorry,
Let's go ahead and make a dude. And then I'm going to go ahead and play this.
Protect the people.
Part of the logic there is also if they were to play like Depopulate, we would get a card out of this, still have the Planeswalker, have these as backup, and I'm alright with that. Now the opponent does have some real decisions to make here. Yeah, return. Yeah, exactly. That's fine. That doesn't worry us too much. Ooh, that's a good one to have, isn't it? Though, yeah, we're just going to play this. I was thinking I might use it, but I'm not going to use it. Let's go ahead. We could +1 this, so it gets to first strike something. And having all these vigilance things are kind of nice, actually.
We've got the edge.
Let's go ahead and play this. Then we will attack. Alright, I guess we're just planning to wipe the board here? I'm just gonna end the... I mean, I guess they double... I don't... Okay. I was assuming you double block this, right? Alright, we're gonna end the turn. I'm just gonna pay and draw a card. I don't know what just happened. I thought about playing this, but I'm not that worried about it. Oh, Path of Peril. Okay, sure. That seems legit. Sure. I guess I could have played this. That would have been nice. Alright. Well, we're just going to overwhelm the opponent at this point then. And we can go get a Tox roll. Oh, we can't now. Alright. Yeah, we're not worried about an opposing wedding announcement at the moment. That is quite the least of our concerns. Let's just get the damage up. Let's go.
Show them how we greet.
Man, if you just have more stuff, you have more stuff. We'll just have to live with it. Not gonna lie, the way their deck played out, I didn't really expect to see a Path of Peril, but I probably should have, because they don't have that many creatures. So it was a little weird that they started with this and kind of led with the rest of the deck. You know, I really don't feel bad whenever the opponents feel the need to rope, because that means we're winning and doing what we're supposed to. So it's actually a good feeling. I just think it's funny that people think that roping is actually going to do something. Alright, they take their damage. We're going to go ahead and play this. I should probably just call Path of Peril again, huh? That'd be smart. Because we don't really care about that dude just coming out. Alright. Only thing I can figure is if the opponent plays this, then I'm sacking a token, they're sacking a token. They have a 3-1 and a 1-1. We'll just give this first strike, attack with our stuff, play Liza, or Lisa, however you want to say it, so we just get everything back. And then that's it. Really, the game's probably going to be on its way after that. So yeah, opponent looks like they're just going to rope out here, and that's going to be it. But oh well, was a good game up until that point. We'll still take the win, though. Oh, man. Alright, we're going to keep it. I really would... If either one of these had been a land, it would have been so much better. Because I'm going to be able to go 1, 2, 3, 3 would have been great. And these are excellent back-to-back threes. I wouldn't even been mad about that. But here, I think our plan is just going to play Alice, hopefully draw a land by the third turn, and just try to drop some Peacekeepers. Otherwise, we might suffer our first loss this video. Alright, let's see what we can do. Oh, against a red deck? Oh, this is going to suck. I almost want to double up on those, but I'm not. Let's do this first. Though, arguably, against the red deck, playing both of these on turn 2 is not the wrong play, really. Because even if one dies, we still... Like, they could have picked them both off, but if they do, they do, you know? This is not bad if they're choosing to not do anything else here. Excellent. Let's do this and limit what's in their hand. What's the next most threatening thing we're going to have to see? I mean, I'm sure they have, like, lightning strikes to kill this anyway, but still got to make them have it. The secret to all things. Once we know what's in their hand, we can decide... Oh, just play with fires? Yeah, then we're going to call Thundering Raiju for sure. Boom, ba boom. Now, of course, they can find other burn spells or whatever, and that's fine if they do. Alright, they're going to scry, looking for more threats, as they should. Interesting that there's green mana, though. I don't know what that means. They also didn't find removal. Or else they would have attacked there. So that's also good to know. Alright, we're going to attack. I wonder if they're playing Halana and Elena in there. Maybe that's what the green's for? Because I really want to drop these veterans, but since we're so far ahead, let's see if we know what that other thing is. It's just more land. Alright. Let's call Halana. Oh my gosh, how do we spell that? Is it H-A? Yeah, there it is. I mean, I got no clue. I don't know what else it would be, so I'm just guessing. I'm just taking a shot that that's what the green is in there for. For all I know, it's protective spells or something. I don't know. Alright, they have a Reckless Stormseeker. Sure. Like, I'll trade you for the one that's on Halana and Elena, I guess. Well, that makes things a lot less scary, doesn't it? Alright. Let's... I kind of want to go this and leave up an Infernal Grasp. But the only things we're worried about, same things. So let's just call Halana again. Because they can't play either one for another turn. Because they cost 4+2. Did not want to draw that, though. Alright, we're attacking. Opponent did not want to block and shoot, so that's also good to know. We're just going to run these out here. Probably a bad move, knowing that there are Thundering Raijus in our future. However, the opponent is only at 8, so we don't care all that much. Yep, and that should be game. Yeah, no blocks. We're not even close to dying here. We'll kill this, attack for exactly lethal. Gain some life along the way. Yep, that'll do it. You know what's pretty wild? Last hand I just realized, or last game, against the red deck, we did not get more than 3 lands and still somehow managed to win that one. That's a small victory, but I'll take it, you know? Alright. I think we're going Peacekeeper next turn over the Inspired Overseer, just because we'll get knowledge, if nothing else. They might counter our spell, though. And that always sucks, but we're going to try anyway. Oh, they don't have it. Alright, so there's Fable, there's Corpse Appraiser. We kind of don't... Fable's probably worse. Though Burn Down the House is going to be annoying in a couple of turns. We have ways to kill creatures and such, so yeah, let's call Burn Down the House. That's probably ultimately going to be more problematic. Mostly because, like, I feel like we can deal with these other things, but that's a real problem. Call Cleric. Let's destroy this. So we don't have to worry about that. Let's attack for 3. And let's run this duder out. Alright. Still no creatures in the graveyard, so no extra value from the Appraiser. I mean, I guess we block. And just don't love it. Can't let them keep getting treasure. Otherwise, it just sort of negates the whole purpose with the extra fee on there. We're going to sack this, obviously. Yep, you can have all the cards. Gain some life, play this. Get in there for 7. Opponent is at 6. And we have a removal card for 1 creature. Let's see what else they got for us. If it's just another Invoke Despair, we're good. I feel like we did choose correctly, though, on the Burn Down the House, or this could have gone way wrong. But they're dead anyway. I will say, though, like, this is one of those games where you kind of have to understand what you think the flow of the game was going to be. And this is one of those ones where, like, though stopping the Fable would have been nice, or stopping the Appraiser was fine, like, at the time, I knew the opponent's hand didn't have any actual removal other than this and the Burn Down the House. So, knowing that, it makes more sense to just go ahead, stop the bigger removal. If they find something else in between, great, but force them to find the card. So that actually worked out okay for us overall. You know, we'll keep this. Double Ellis is not the best, but it at least lets us maybe play the second one if the first one dies. But we're going to try to come over the top with an Overseer. Only downside here is if they do play Jukai Naturals, we have to kill it. If that's what this deck is. If it's anything else, we can probably try to just proceed as normal. That's annoying, but not enough to really get us going one way or the other. I'm going to attack. If they block, I'm good with it. I didn't think they wanted to. Ooh, did not want land there. Okay. Alright, confinement. They didn't play a land here either, so that's also very interesting. Alright, no blocks. Not bad. Alright. Opponent's at 15. Alright, now they can exile something else and attack for 4, because that's how this goes usually. I assume they're going to get rid of the priest, though, and then we go ahead and just kill the Kami, and then we figure out what to do after that. Oh, they're not! Ooh. That's spicy. Well, they have other plans for us, apparently. We have almost no plans. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna attack for 3. End the turn. We're gonna wait and see what the opponent does. And if they target our priest, which I assume they will, we will sacrifice the Overseer to maybe try to find... Part of me wants to say Leza, but we're probably just going to go get Toxrill. Oh man, I hate that card. Okay. Card's really good. Yep. That's only 6. We can still block that effectively. Excellent. We will sack this. We're going to go get big Toxrill. We'll put the block on. And now we don't even have to use our removal card. Because, well, that's not true. If they exile Toxrill next turn, that kind of sucks, huh? Not much we can do about it, though. Trying to think what the best outcome is here. Like, we attack, they double block. Like, we end the turn, we get 2 1/1s. So, yeah, we just wait. Because it'd be smart for them to block knowing they're going to get other dudes. So, like, yeah, we just end the turn. Actually, might as well with this. It doesn't really matter. Like, those are going to die. They're not going to take any damage here. It's the same result at the end of the turn. Yep. And we kind of know they're just going to get rid of Toxrill, so... There's no way they don't have an exile spell with 5 cards, unknown cards in hand. We've just drawn all this mana and no real creatures, unfortunately. Like, we literally drew those Ellis and this. We had opening. We found the priest, and then we were able to go get Toxrill. And that's literally all it's been for us. Now, I will say the good news here is that if we find another cleric, we can then go get Liza, and that's actually pretty cool. We don't hate that. That, however, is unfortunate. But not the end of the world. I have to sacrifice another cleric, so it can't sacrifice itself. Now, we could kill this again, just so we can attack. Actually, I think I might. Hold on. Let me if I put a stop during the end step. Let that resolve. Now we kill it. So I wanted to get the counter first, so we get the slime and then get the one, so we can attack for more here. Well, that's nifty. Attack for 10. And then, I don't know what else they're going to do, so we're just going to go ahead and play this. Alright. All right, we managed to get out of that one. I feel like this is just good enough we can't throw it back. Like, as bad as I want there to be an untapped land on 2, or even just a 3rd land in general. Like... Risk it for the biscuit. Oh, no. I really should be playing this taps turn 1 and trying to cast this, but... Well, it doesn't matter. We weren't going to get to punch through a Dinnick anyway. Life is what it is. Alright, I wonder how much we're going to have to lean on our Infernal Grasp. Like, okay, a Rafine, sure. Yeah, I think our plan is just kill Rafine here. Not even going to bother blocking Dinnick. Actually, we don't even have a good block, because if we wanted to block, and then they kill this first, this has a point of damage on it, then it just dies anyway, so... We'd give up a 2 for there against Dinnick, which would just be terrible. Alright, so let's kill that while we can. Missing that 4th land, though, here when we're sitting on our Wandering Emperor. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. Another one. Ooh, an Ellis. Yeah, alright. Oh, so they're just playing all legends here. Got it. Well, that is unfortunate, because it's going to make our Wandering Emperor cost way more, and that sucks. No attacks. So now it's just all weird. We're at this weird standoff because we have like creatures at all the wrong sizes for the opposition to attack appropriately. Good thing we had a kill card for that. Oh. Oh. What's happening here? I mean, do they need to play something and then waiting for their creature to die? Like, all right, cool. I'm your Huckleberry. Let's do it. Oh, it's just an Ottawara. That's fine. Whatever. That could have been way worse. I'm okay with that. Now, though, we get a chance to play the Wandering... Or the Wedding Announcement. Alright, and we can chump block with one of those, so that's fine. I mean, I could have run this back out, but... Oh, Ratadravix. That's going to be even more annoying. Alright, so we're going to take 4, go to 5. Is that good enough? Take 4, go to 5. I mean, we could trade here, but they get that back, so sure, that's fine. Okay, we found a land, so that helps. Only question now is, do we want this, which is just a bigger body, and lifelink, or do we want to just Wandering Emperor, try to exile a thing, we gain the 2. Because we can't hit Ratadravix. I mean, we could, but he has Ward, and that's just silly. We go to 6. We end up chump blocking. I mean, the other option here, too, is we could just sacrifice the Veteran and go get Toxrill. And still live, I think. Well, we only get to live if they don't have a way to kill Toxrill on the attack. I don't think we could risk that just yet. Alright, and we get a token here. Oh, I forgot. We could have got away with it. I forgot we were going to get a token. Yeah, we could have done that. It didn't matter anyway. We had the upper hand. Ooh. Man. Alright, let's keep it. That's a little concerning. Because if this is an enchantments deck, we have to really lean on these 2 removal spells very heavily. Yep. I mean, we beat one of these already today. I don't know how long we can keep fighting the odds, though. But we gotta try. Assuming exile spell number 1 incoming. I mean, I can't imagine doing anything else other than that. Maybe a Jukai Naturalist and a exile spell, but... Nope, they're gonna go find one, though. Oh, they didn't. Okay. Oh, F that guy. We are not going to be able to let that survive. I don't believe. 2 triggers on that is very gross. Ugh, man, that's rough. I think we can at least attack here, though. I don't think they block, because that's just worth way more to them to try to finish us next turn. There is an interesting thing here, though. We could let them spend all their mana juicing up the transient, then, or the Kami, then kill it. I'm not sure what we do the next turn, though. Like, then we just get rid of Weaver, I guess? Alright, we're just not putting a lot of pressure here with this hand. It's kind of what I knew could happen when we kept it. We kind of got to just do what we can here, you know? Ooh, now we have other things we have to kill. Gosh dang it. That's no fun. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, they're going to draw a card instead here. Man, not killing that Weaver had real consequences. Alright. We're just going to do what we can here. You know, I'm not really sure where all this is going to go at this point. I think it's getting out of hand for us. I mean, man, this is rough. I think I have to do this. Otherwise, we just get everything exiled next turn, potentially. And it's bad. Not much else we could do, though. I mean, we're just up against it. Got to find some more removal cards. If we don't, it's probably lights out. Yep. Alright. GG's. Don't even want to try to play that one out. We'll just give that one to the opponent. Ooh, this one we definitely have to mulligan. That's an easy one. We'll keep it, but this one's still pretty rough. Probably get rid of that, sadly. I was just thinking any chance we might be able to find something cool off the top, but no luck. Ooh. Huh. Alright, we'll try this. Looks like it's not going to resolve, but okay. It might resolve. They might just shoot it, honestly. Nope, they're going to make disappear. Fair enough. We have a hand that's not real aggressive here, unfortunately. We need to find something. Corpse Appraiser, you got it. Alright. Let's go ahead and play this, I guess. Not sure I'm expecting it to live, but, you know, it's a thing. Alright, there's a Shield Red. Well, we'll be putting a stop during our upkeep. Let's go ahead and kill this. Taking 2 either way, but that's a lot better. Draw. Not bad. This also works out, because we could play this, attack, and then put a counter on that. So that's actually pretty good. Alright, not too bad. Not too bad. Duress. Dang it! That was our insurance for another Shieldred. Oh, that went away. Alright, that's probably a smart move. Don't let that get out of hand. Yeah, it's interesting, because attacking doesn't do them all that much good. I was going to say, they're better off just not attacking, honestly. Because they're just doing 1 point, effectively, so we're getting ahead there. I'm going to go ahead and play this first to see what's in the opponent's hand. Oh, well, the obvious, of course. They're still 2 black lands away from playing Invoke Despair, so we're not worried about that so much. I guess we just get rid of Fable, so they can't produce the treasure to get closer. Because they only have 2 black lands. Alright, that's probably fine. And then we'll go ahead and play this, and we'll just draw a card during step here. Alright, don't know how much that helps us, but we'll see. Yippers. That's a very solid blocker right now. No blocks? Come on, Cleric Lord. Oh, they have something they could play for 2 here? Oh, well, no, they might actually just crack their blood token. That doesn't quite do what we wanted. Though, we will play this. See what the opponent wants to do. Nothing, it looks like. Let's go ahead and play this. So now our life total is at least stable. If we attack for 3, then they get to play the Fable. So no gain there, no gain. Now what would be great is if we find just the Veteran here, then we get to gain life, and then we trigger both the Purifiers. That would be awesome. Okay, kill that. That's actually not too bad for us. I can live with that. Yeah, they're digging now. I think they're trying to get to a situation where they can play the Invoke Despair. Ooh, they actually discarded the other... Okay, Bankbuster. That's pretty good. Oh, now things get spicy. Okay. Here we go. We attack. They either get to kill a Purifier or keep a creature. Actually, no. They could actually crew the Bankbuster. They crew the Bankbuster. They get to kill this. They got rid of one. Does that mean they have another one? But we would get to grow this to a 4/4, and we get to draw a card. I mean, that seems worth it. Oh, gosh. It's either attack with both the Purifiers or attack with all 3. I don't know which I want to do just yet. I think I'm willing to gamble. If they have it, they have it. I'm okay with that. I think turning this into a 4/4 is just more valuable. And if they just want to kill a Peacekeeper, they kill a Peacekeeper. Yeah, alright. I don't know how valuable that is to them, but we're going to find out. Oh, no! Oh, one of the only card, really, other than a land we didn't want to draw. Okay, so they did have another Fable. Yep, I knew that was a possibility, but what are we going to do about it? Opponent's at 5. Let's see if we can just find a removal card or something. That doesn't really help. Damn. That's tough. That's tough. Oh, what is the best we're hoping for here? They like double block? I mean, I don't even know. So they crew Bankbuster, block the voice, draw a card. The 2 Purifiers get through because they probably don't want to block with a token, so they go to 1. I mean, I guess we're okay with that. I mean, I can't not attack here, really. I mean, that's just cost of doing business. You know what I mean? Like, we have to just accept the situation. And if their plan is really just Invoke Despair, then we just sacrifice the Veteran, right? Oh, they're not even blocking with the... Oh, all right. So they go to 3. Interesting. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can find a good card here then. That's not bad. I wouldn't call it a good card, but it's not bad. Opponent is at 3. Invoke Despair does not kill us, because we can just sacrifice Veteran and attack with the Flyers. So they have to deal with the Voice of the Blessed first, before anything else. They did draw. Don't know where this is going to lead. They're going to use Bank Buster to draw a card. If they use Bank Buster to draw, then we know they have nothing good in hand. They're just digging at this point. And we're at 21, so we don't even care about the life loss. Yeah, they're digging now. Now they're in desperation mode. That's good for us. Yep, that's it. That's game. Whew, that was a lot. That was a lot. Got a little dicey there because our hand was not great, but we worked out of that somehow. Wow. That's a tough one. Actually, I'd say that. If they have a 1-mana thing here, it's still not over. Well, no, because they can't deal with the Flyer. Never mind. Yeah, they have to exactly deal with Voice of the Blessed, or it's over. Man. Look at that. Like, we dealt with the Shieldred, Corpse Appraisers, Duress. Like, so many good cards in their deck. They lost to Junkie, Markov, Purifiers. Like, literally, these are the reasons we won this game. Because they put counters on the Voice of the Blessed, and we drew, like, 3 cards or 4 cards from them. So, that's the difference in this game right now. You know what's funny? I actually have no problem with opponents salt roping. I think it's actually a compliment to me, to be honest. Like, I don't know why y'all get mad about it. Like, does it slow you down? Sure. But you get to crush your opponent's world, and it's awesome. Let's go ahead and play this just for sport. Since we know they're already going to rope, and then we're just going to get the win anyway, let's do it for style points. But yeah, that's the thing, right? When you know your opponent's roping, they're basically just telling you, assuming they don't have a real-life emergency issue, they're just telling you like whoop their ass, right? They're mad because you either outdrew them, or you got luckier, or you outplayed them, or in this case, the opponent had all of these amazing cards, and somehow we overcome them and beat them with Draft Chaff and Markov Purifier and Lunark Veteran. Yeah, but hey, that's just the way Magic goes sometimes. So just enjoy it. Don't be mad about it. Enjoy it. I'd like to keep telling y'all, you got it. It only has power over you if you let it. But we get this win, and it was a good one. Okay, we'll keep it. Again, I don't love this just being our turn 2 play, but it's fine. It's what we got. It's what we got. I assume it won't live, but, you know, we just have to make do with what we got. Also sucks that we have our 2 big creatures already in hand. Oh, well, where were you? I guess it wouldn't have mattered. We would have done the same thing here. This is tough, though, because we can't be tricky and go get these, so we kind of just have to do it. Oh, and this is the mono blue deck. So we're going to have to hope to find our spot removal, because I think that's the only one we get out of this. Because with this hand, we are not in great shape. All right. Do we want to try for Wedding Announcement, or do we want to try for the Markov Purifier? The Purifier is interesting because if we do gain life, then it's hard for the opponent. You know what? Let's just do this. And then we'll see what they decide to do. They might actually just Fading Hope one of these. Oh, they didn't. So no Fading Hopes. Huh. Not how I expected that to go. I guess we attack first? I mean, they might bounce something. I would assume you bounce Priest and then just counter it. If they have the capability to. This is actually a really tough decision. Because even Wedding Announcement could let me get more cards, which actually wouldn't be bad considering we're stuck on lands. Wow. Wow. I think I'm going to go against my better judgment. Thing is, if I do this and they have a syncopate, no, that's fine. We know this is going to get countered, whatever. It's just, I'm just figuring out what to sacrifice to the counter spell. Yep. Would have been nice if we would have had another land and could have just played the Shadow Priest, but, you know, didn't work out that way. This is where we get the Fading Hope. There it is. We assumed. Yeah, getting stuck on land is pretty bad, especially considering we're holding this mess in hand. But, tough break. Sometimes it happens. Yep. We can't win this now. We're just going to give the GGs. Oh, wait. What? What? Really? Alright. I mean, I don't think I could gain enough for it to matter here, but we'll see. Missing land, though, is very, very bad here. Because now I've got 3 cards I can't even cast. I can't even attempt to cast 2 of them. You know, so that's a real problem here. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure what my real plan of action here is, to be honest with you. Kind of just making this up as we go along. Sure. All right. That's not going to do anything. Yeah. I mean, we could try to cast stuff here, but it's really, this is just a big GG situation. Because there's no way those aren't counters, right? Yeah. All right. GG's. We kind of knew where that was going when we got stuck on land. And we drew a bad hand. This is amusing. Okay. Let's, I don't know if I've ever gone aggressive with Lunarch Veterans, but here we go. We're going to try. We get to be aggressive past that. The downside is, makes me feel like these priests are not going to live very long. But we don't have a bad setup here since we have another lifelinker along with the veteran, so we could maybe just gain enough life that it doesn't matter. Alright, is the opponent taking a whole turn off to just attack? They are. We are not blocking. Let me tell you. Only question is if we want to play Purifier here or not, since it's a 2/3 lifelinker. Yeah, I actually think I do, because there's a chance we get to play this and something next turn if we do that. Otherwise, if we hold on to this, we only get to play 2 spells if we have a veteran. So this is definitely better. And we attack. And worst case scenario, if we don't draw anything else, we get to play Priest. It'll trigger from the veteran, and then we get to draw a card. Sure, Stormseeker, all you, friend. What you won't do? What you gonna do? Might as well play this. Call Cleric. Attack with this since it won't die. I mean, I guess technically we could attack with this. And they block, we kill a Stormseeker, maybe? I don't even know if that's what we'd want to do. Probably not. I mean, I don't know, kind of, sort of do? It's weird being the aggressor here against the red deck. This doesn't feel right. No, we're not. We're not. And I'll tell you why. Because, oh, we can't. We need, oh, never mind. I need regular black mana to do that. Oh, that's pretty good, though. I was just thinking I could activate one of these priests to go get Liza, but we can't do that here, actually. Alright, cycle that. Makes a lot of sense. They're going to let that attack for 3, for 4. Alright, we go to 15. That's, yeah, exactly. We were going to win that pretty easy. Alright, so that was actually pretty damn good. I don't think there's much I want to change. The only thing I might consider if I wanted to take out the one Phyrexian Missionary and maybe put in another wedding announcement, but otherwise I think it's actually fine. And this is a good example of why I tell people, like, don't pay so much attention to wins and losses in a video as much as you do the process, the game flow, the mulligans, things like that, right? Because I think it's in this video, but like there's a loss I have to a mono blue deck where honestly I just got stuck on lands when I had cards I could use in hand, plus I drew terribly and had 2 expensive cards, right? So in most draws we should have more than enough threats to be able to win that. But it's very easy to look at that and say like, oh, this deck can't beat the blue deck, or whatever, right? Because people jump to conclusions. But I'm not saying that's exclusive to this deck or this video, just something that's come up a few times recently when I've talked to people, and I just kind of want to caution people about that. Like, any video you watch, don't just necessarily take the wins and losses away, but look at how those wins and losses happen. Because sometimes you might play differently or made different decisions and turn a loss into a win, or those wins could have also just been lucky situations where the opponents played badly, you got the good matchups, like mulligans, who knows what, right? There's a lot of things that affect that. But as far as this deck goes, if you are looking to play Clerics, you want to play Lifegain, this actually held up well against everything. I don't have really any complaints here. This was actually pretty good, and I would definitely recommend it. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Edgewalker. Now, Edgewalker is pretty cool because it actually reduces black and white mana and the cost of Clerics, which obviously anytime you could have that, it'd be great on a just cheap to cast creature. However, the interesting thing about this card is this kind of brings up a point of why I've done this other video, which maybe I'll remember to link here, explaining why people have such a hard time making money selling Magic cards or any collectibles for that matter. And sometimes it's a matter of knowledge, because stuff like this, where you see this uncommon and you kind of want to toss it aside, not realizing this card goes for between $6 and $8. So this is the type of card that when you're buying collections or selling stuff, there's a lot of money to be made in those transactions if you know what you're looking for and what's actually valuable. So yeah, this might surprise you, but if you are playing Clerics in Commander, this is a great card to play, and it is about $6, so have fun with that. Now, if you like beating down your opponent and you enjoyed today's video, check out this other video where I actually turned a green deck into an actual Jund deck and managed to go on a run on the ladder. So that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.